Good morning. We're up at Sparrows Flat once again, 6:23 a.m. Sunrise is at 6:45, so about 20 minutes away. And I'm at a place called Catherine Hill Bay, just sort of north of Sydney, a couple of hours north of Sydney. I just come down here to the very famous jetty down here that was used back in the 80s. It's called an ocean jetty because we're actually coastal, and I believe it was to be used to transport coal out of here, because I think this is Newcastle's been known as being a coal mining town. Someone may correct me down below in the comments if I'm wrong. It's just this big jetty that goes out over the water, and the ships used to be able to pull up to it without having to worry about the swell. I'm a real sucker for jetties and pontoons and anything that sort of extends out into the water. It certainly doesn't make me unique, that's for sure. I think there's plenty of us that do that as photographers. I think I should probably check the tide. I didn't realise that the water was so close to the path. But having said that, I think it's going out. I think we've just seen high tide and it's going out. But I'll quickly grab the phone and we'll just check the tide and make sure that at some point we're not going to get washed away. I think that's important. Wow, check this out. One of the things about this sort of place is you come across some pretty cool stuff. This is an old chain of some sort that unfortunately one day is just going to rust away completely, but it's a bit of the history, I guess, of the area where they probably ran chains out to the boats or something, who knows. We'll just check the tide and I think we're going to be pretty right. I think high tide is right now, which is cool, but I can see where I'm walking through here has been pretty wet, so oops, need to be careful here. Yeah, beautiful bit of coastline, and I can see there's another photographer down here, so I'm not on my own. That's cool. I'll make friends. That'll be easy to do. All right, top spot. Top spot. It's going to be really fast. I had to quickly set up, so you didn't get to see much of the setup because the sun started to come up really quickly and I wasn't quite ready. But I've got a composition where I've got some rocks in the foreground, got the jetty leading out to where the sun's coming up, and it looks quite nice. But unfortunately, because it's a cloudless sky, it's going to be over really fast. So typically what you want is that beautiful pre-sunrise colour, which we're not going to see today, and it's glowing on the horizon, but we're not going to get the really vibrant colour bouncing off the clouds, like I'd like to get. Sorry, I'm just watching the waves at the same time as I'm talking to you because I really want to get the water moving around this rock in front of me. Which I may sort of have to just recompose a little bit in a second. Now I've got it at f13, which is something I don't normally do. I don't normally wind the aperture up too high, but I'm trying to slow the shutter speed down just enough so when the waves crash around this rock, I can get a little bit of movement happening and give you that sense of energy, I guess, that's of the movement. But yeah, amazing place, really nice spot. So quite happy that there's no wind. It was really windy when I got up this morning, but I think we're just sort of protected here. So I think I'm going to see a bit of wind later on. I won't get too comfortable. Well, I'll talk you through my composition just so you get a feel for what I'm doing. I have changed it a couple of times, just slightly. I think there's going to be a good wave coming in. Hang on. Just watching these waves as they come in and break so I can capture them going around this rock down here. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. That's all right. The sun's starting to rise now. It is 6:42 a.m. Sunrise is in 3 minutes, so it's going to get really harsh really quickly. But I'll just talk you through what I'm doing here with composition. So from a compositional point of view, my composition includes that rock there and sort of that view there. But obviously on the D810 with that wide angle lens, it's a lot wider than this little point and shoot video camera can do. So that gives you an idea. Let me just get rid of that off of there for you. So that gives you an idea of what I'm doing. And with that slower shutter speed, I'm slowing down the water. So I'm getting that movement around the rock. That's a good example of it there, which is what I'm trying to do, just to get that energy in the water. Unfortunately, not a lot of cloud in the sky this morning, which means that we're not going to get that beautiful colour. Oh, that's a good one. I nearly lost that. I didn't get that one because I was too busy talking to you. Yeah, not a lot of great colour this morning bouncing off the sky. There was a little tiny bit, but of cloud on the horizon with the colour bouncing off of it, but a very, very small amount. So what that meant was I didn't get much of it. So here the sun is just starting to peek over the top of the cloud now, which means that we're going to have to find something different to do real quickly because it's going to get real bright. Real quickly. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can see that in my eyes. They're not stars in my eyes. That's the bright sun. The bright sun is coming. Yeah, pretty cool place, pretty cool place. Look at that. Just so good to be alive, isn't it? Especially when there's places like this to come and photograph. This wharf was damaged a bit by fire about 5 years ago. And there was some talk about them pulling it down. I'm glad they didn't. All right, here we go. I think we're going to get a nice big one coming up with the sun cresting at the same time. I'd say the sun's going to be too bright, but let's have a look and see what happens. Let's just see how we go. Oh yeah, it's sort of okay. Exposure comp needs to be dropped now because the sun is really too bright. So I'm going to just get down to -1. But great place. Great place. As you can see, that sun's really harsh now. So I would say that's it for the photo taking. So nice quick one today. Well, that sun is really harsh now, as you can probably see by my squinting. Hence I've got the hat on, but the hat's not doing anything. Hey, I wanted to quickly say thank you too to everyone that supports the channel. I know we've gone over the 8,000 subscriber base, which is cool. Not that I don't use that too much of a metric. It's more about the interaction. I'm having lots of great interaction. But what I did do was I started a Patreon page. And you know, when you do something like that, it's always a little bit scary as to know what's going to happen. But the support's been amazing. So you'll see down below this video, there's a link where you can join the VIP community. So the On Three Legs VIP group. And you click on the link to Patreon, and it allows you to choose at what level you want to support the channel. If at all, you don't have to. You can just stay a free subscriber and get all the free content. But if you want to, you can definitely put your patronage forward and join the VIP group. We're all hanging out in a group. There we go, I'll use the camera for shadows on my eyes. How's that? We're all in that VIP group. And when I say we, all the VIPs are. It's a private Facebook group where we're hanging out and having a chat about all things photography, sharing photos, and you've got direct access to asking me questions. So if you want to join that group, you can do it for as little as $2 a month. Head to patreon.com/on3legs. The link is down below. I'll put a link up here somewhere as well, so you've got that link. But yeah, thanks so much for all the support. Well, it's now 6:50, so it's only 5 minutes after sunrise, but that sun is so intense. So that's going to be it for today. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on an episode. And until next time, get out there and take some photos.